I think it's finally time for me to touch up on this topic. And as of late, there have been a lot of discussions about this as March continues to get closer and closer. As we all know, the Nintendo Switch will be officially released in March of 2017 this year. So what does that mean for Nintendo? Again, everybody always gets scared around this time of year because whenever Nintendo releases a console, they release it in March. And whenever this happens, we always know it's going to be either a really high point for Nintendo and have them soar the rest of the year, or next year, possibly, or 2 or 3, for let's just say a while to keep it nice and simple. This is either going to mean they're going to start soaring for a while, or they're just going to crash down for a long time. And again, let's go back to what does this mean for Nintendo? Well, in my personal opinion, the Switch, from what we've seen, is a very good idea. It seems to be a very strong console. Again, we don't know too much about the Nintendo Switch just yet. We actually do have a press conference for the Switch, Nintendo Switch presentation. I believe it is the 12th of January. Don't quote me on that. If I'm wrong, I'll put it in the description below. That way you guys can know. Make sure you guys check the description because I got links and stuff in there that you guys should pay attention to. But with that being said, another very important thing about the launch of the Nintendo Switch is the launch titles. Now, I'm telling you right now, launch titles are known to either be really good or really bad. In my personal opinion, let's go back to the 3DS. In the 3DS launch, there are numerous titles for it. And in my personal opinion, not a lot of them were good. A lot of them were not that good. But they were nice holdovers until, something better came out, which was recent. Like, a lot of stuff didn't come out like too far away from the launch, so it wasn't that bad of an idea. But what does this mean now for Nintendo? I don't think they can just go off what happened to the 3DS with the Nintendo Switch, simply because the 3DS is not the Switch. The Wii U came after that, and the Wii U did very badly. I believe, don't quote me on it again, but I do believe the Nintendo Switch was actually Nintendo's worst selling console, and that's very scary for them, because again, they put innovation above quality. Instead of trying to up the specs of their console, they just go to the side of innovation rather. In my personal opinion, that's honorable, but I don't know. They said they want to focus on the quality of their games too, and if they can make that innovative at the same time, and it makes it more immersive and enjoyable, then by all means go ahead. But there's only so much you can do with competing consoles nowadays, because at the end of the day, again, they're still a company. And again, back to launch titles, there is a very big speculation about Breath of the Wild coming as a launch title. Now, honestly, Breath of the Wild is a really touchy subject, especially about the release date part of the topic, since no one knows when it's going to be coming out. Hopefully we'll find out at the presentation. I'm praying we'll find out at the presentation that we'll find out when Breath of the Wild comes out. Get me a date, because oh my goodness, we'll finally get to know when we get to embark on this mysterious journey. It's like, I'm ready for it. It's like I have to prepare my body for this type of journey, but I'm ready for it. So do you guys think that it would be a launch title for the Nintendo Switch? Okay, let's talk about that though, while you guys are typing in the comments. Me personally, I think it should be a launch title, but it also depends on how far they are in development with it. Obviously, it's either done already or close to finishing, but if they need more time to work on it to make it a better game, then by all means delay it. That's fine with me, and I'll pick up a Switch anyway, probably. Maybe not at launch. Again, it does depend on the launch titles, but Breath of the Wild honestly is my main reason for getting a a Nintendo Switch, as I believe a lot of other people's is as well. But it kind of depends still on the launch titles at the end of the day. Breath of the Wild is a big deciding factor. I do honestly believe if they do not make Breath of the Wild a launch title for the Nintendo Switch, then there will be a lot less sales, because let's be honest here, The Legend of Zelda always does great. And most games, like, I believe one game didn't do too well, and that was Triforce Heroes, and that was only because they were heavily influencing multiplayer playing. And a lot of people don't really go into Zelda for multiplayer; they go in for a good story and just like a quality overall game that they can play by themselves if they need to. Well, that they play by themselves when they're trying to have some alone time, just enjoy themselves playing the game. That's how I feel about Zelda either. I personally am not too fond of Zelda being multiplayer in general, but that's just me. But yeah, I do think that it will not be a launch title, only because I feel like we just have so little information right now about it that I just feel like they're pushing it off too much. So it's like they're trying to put us down easy for it. That's my own personal opinion. Again, we'll find out if I'm wrong or not about it. If you guys do think it will be a launch title, let me know in the comment section below, and what good you think that'll do for Nintendo, or how bad it would be if they didn't. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, feel free to leave a rating on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Highly appreciate it. If you guys do want to see more content, feel free to follow, subscribe, whatever you kids like to do nowadays, and that way you can see more content of mine. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.